What's going on YouTube? Uberman here. So this morning, a headline in my Facebook feed caught my attention. It read, Uber CEO must face price-fixing lawsuit by passengers, U.S. judge. This is by Reuters. I'll have a link down in the description for you guys. I'm going to read to you exactly what it says. This won't take much time, and I'm going to give you my 2 cents. And it reads as follows. Travis Kalanick, Chief Executive Officer of Uber Technologies Incorporated, failed on Thursday to win the dismissal of an antitrust lawsuit accusing him of scheming to drive up prices for passengers who use the popular ride-sharing service. U.S. District Judge Jed Rakoff in Manhattan said Kalanick must face claims he conspired with drivers to ensure they charge prices set by an algorithm in the Uber smartphone app to hail rides, including surge prices during periods of peak demand. Passengers led by Spencer Meyer of Connecticut claimed that drivers conspired with Kalanick to charge fares set by the algorithm with an understanding that other Uber drivers would do the same, even if they might fare better acting on their own. Rakoff said the plaintiffs plausibly alleged a conspiracy to fix prices in this manner and could also pursue claims that Kalanick's actions drove out rivals such as Sidecar, enabling Uber to command 80% of the mobile app-generated ride shares. The implications of this are... this is huge. The advancement of technological means for the orchestration of large-scale price-fixing conspiracies need not leave antitrust law behind, the judge wrote. Meyer's lawsuit seeks class action status on behalf of Uber passengers nationwide who have used the app and subclass of passengers subjected to surge pricing. Uber takes a share of the revenue that drivers generate. I think that kind of went without saying, but okay. We disagree with this ruling, Uber said in a response to a request for comment on behalf of Kalanick and the San Francisco-based company. These claims are unwarranted and have no basis in fact. Andrew Schmidt, a lawyer for Meyer, welcomed the decision. In creating Uber, Kalanick organized price fixing among independent drivers who should be competing with one another on price, he said. Today's decision confirms that apps are not exempt from the antitrust laws. Uber was not named as a defendant, despite being valued at well over $50 billion in recent funding rounds. Rakoff said in a footnote that Uber passengers are subject to user agreements requiring them to resolve various disputes through arbitration, as are us drivers. He said that while claims in the lawsuit against Kalanick were intimately founded in and intertwined with the user agreements, Kalanick had not sought to compel arbitration, and passengers were not banned from suing him in federal court. Okay, I'm not going to say too much on this, except I think this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. So Travis has conspired with what, every driver in the country, right? Every driver. I mean, what are the implications of this exactly? My concern is that they're claiming that Kalanick conspired to increase prices, to drive up prices on passengers and basically control the market. The conspiracy was between Kalanick and the drivers. Like, they're saying it like it was a collaboration. Does this and could this at any point in the lawsuit implicate drivers as well? And could we at some point become part of this lawsuit when we did nothing wrong? Now, here's what's really pissing me off. I'm going to get straight to the point. Very recently, a lot of people didn't hear about it because it really wasn't that big of a deal. Uber settled a lawsuit, settled out of court. I don't remember the numbers, 26 million, something like that. It's a pretty big lawsuit by passengers. Okay, they settled the lawsuit with passengers. Passengers ended up getting some ridiculous amount. Since I've taken rides with Uber as well, I got a notice about it. It said I was entitled to like 28 cents. Needless to say, I don't want any part of that. I have no interest in being part of that lawsuit. Here we have another one. I doubt that drivers will be brought into this lawsuit, but it seems like it's a viable possibility that could happen, and that's scary. Why are these snobby passengers suing Uber when they're paying rates that are something like, oh man, let's see, in my town, it's 70 cents a mile. All right? In some good markets, you might find it around $1.30, $1.40 a mile. Come on, guys. Really? All of these passengers are paying these ridiculously low rates. It's cheaper than a bus. It's cheaper than a cab. It gets you where you need to go quickly. You're seriously suing the company that's providing this great service. And here we are, drivers, getting screwed. 70 cents a mile? I'm not trying to complain too much about driving for Uber. I'm not. Uber's been fairly good to me, not because they've given me anything that I haven't earned. But let's get real here. Why are these passengers winning? Why are they, number one, suing? Number two, they already won because Uber settled out of court. And now they're suing again? What about the drivers? Where does this come in for us? This is ridiculous. The way I feel about it is these passengers are overprivileged and underappreciative. Absolutely. The passengers that are getting the best deal on this. The drivers aren't getting a good deal, all right? The passengers are getting a great deal, and they have the nerve to sue Uber, the company that created all of this, the company that is getting them where they need to go cheaper than any other means of transportation, more reliable. You're going to sue them. And here we are, drivers. We're sitting here driving you people around, you passengers around, for next to nothing. You don't appreciate it. And you're the one suing and collecting money while we just sit here and continue to drive you around as the rates decline. Post your comments below, please. I'm very curious to hear what you have to say. The link's in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. Be safe out there in Uber on.